Okay, everyone, let's talk for a little bit about one of my favorite topics, review gating. So let's explain. What is review gating? Review gating is where you are asking for reviews, but you're taking the people who would leave a bad review and you're basically pushing them to a contact form or another page to keep them away from your Google listing or your Facebook page and leaving a public bad review. Okay, and then letting the people who are super happy and thrilled with your service and letting them go ahead and leaving a review. That is review gating. Now, why is it bad? And I'm going to specifically talk about Google services, although Facebook says you shouldn't do it as well. But mainly, Google says no. Google says don't do it. And you don't want to poke the Google bear. So what can happen if you review gate and Google catches wind of it? Which granted, it's a dice roll, right? You may or may not. But if Google finds out, if you get reported for it, let's say, then what can happen is Google will ban your business off of Google. So what does that mean? That means your Google business listing goes away, your Maps pack listing goes away, your ads go away, your website rankings go away, and there's probably something else that goes away that would work for this pinky, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. So that is a huge bummer because Google basically owns the searchable internet. They own people's pathways to things on the internet, and you don't want to fall off of that. So this is getting to be extremely important, and we want to make sure that our clients, or anybody really that is out there, is abiding by Google's terms and service. They're making sure that, sure, you can use all these tactics, but if you start using the ones that Google doesn't like, you're poking the bear. You're just getting too close to danger, and we don't want you to have any problems with Google as a platform because there's almost no way to get that stuff back, and then you end up having to work basically from scratch to make it all up again, and it's a nightmare. So don't review gate. Now, if you are worried about bad reviews, here's a scenario for you. Let's say you send out 100 emails and you get, you get 100 reviews, and let's say 5% of them are bad. And you're like, oh no, I got a bad review. 5% is not that bad. 5% is okay. So what you should do with those bad reviews is you should absolutely reply to them and say, hey, we didn't want anybody to have an experience like this with my business or our business. So please, give us a call, shoot us an email, whatever. You want to move the conversation off that platform. But let us make it right. And what's going to happen is that ends up being a signal to other business owners, other customers, that allows them to say, oh, if I do business with this business that I'm looking at, well, there's a support line. They aren't going to hang me out to dry. Everybody knows that not everything goes right all the time. So that ends up being just a credibility factor, and people go, you know what, they seem trustworthy and I'm willing to trust them. So now if you're getting more, if you're getting like 50% of your reviews are bad, I think at that point you need to look inward, take a look at your business, see what's causing that repeated problem, and start patching things up before you ask for more reviews. And then once you have that going, you can start re-asking for the reviews to get more good ones. Now, I'm a big fan of take your lumps. If you get bad reviews, you get a bad review. How you deal with it and how you decide to shift your business moving forward is part of the game of life. So anyway, I hope this is helpful. Don't review gate. It's a bad idea. Just ask for a review and say, all right, hopefully my customers love me as much as I love them. You have a good one, and we'll talk to you later. Hi, I hope you found this video useful. If you are interested in marketing services, of course, me and my team are always interested in talking to businesses who are looking to grow or at least take the load off the owners so they can focus on operations and making things sing on their end. So you can find out more about us at themammotheagency.com. And of course, if you haven't gone to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn to follow and sort of like see what we're up to, by all means do. We'd love to have you watch us, because that's advertising, to be honest. Ciao.